Alrighty guys, it is Brandon Newman here with American History and Government, and today we will be talking about the Electoral College. So, this was actually an extension that was given to me from my American History teacher, and so today we're talking about the Electoral College. And so, the Electoral College is actually a very, very controversial topic these days. But it wasn't always that way. And if not, why has it become controversial? And so to understand this, we first have to figure out what its original intentions were. And so back when the nation was being built, the founding fathers wanted to give average people like you and me power in government. They didn't want to have a monarchy. That's what they escaped by leaving England. So how do they do this? They created a democracy, which is a form of government that gives the people the power. And so basically, they wanted us to have the power to make our decisions. But what if we didn't make the right decisions or the best choices for our growing nation? This is what the founding fathers were worried about. They didn't want to let all their hard work go to waste. And so they created a sort of like safety measure, and that was called the Electoral College. So now let's talk about the Electoral College and what it does. The Electoral College is a group of 538 people, which they are titled electors, that you elect to make sure that we get what we want. But that's not always how it works. So we vote for them. You go to the polls, check a name, and normally you check Democrat or Republican or Independent, whatever suits your political orientation. And so when it comes to the presidential election, which is what the Electoral College is used for, we vote for the president. But when we vote, it really just goes to the electors, and they see what we want, and then they vote based off of that. In some states, that is the law. The electors have to vote based off of what they're given. And so if, let's say, in Maryland, they voted 60% Democrat and 40% Republican, then all of the electors in that state would have to vote Democrat no matter what. And so that's how it works. And then so each state has a number of electoral votes based off of their population, and then so the winning candidate in each state gets all of the electoral votes for that state. And so now, but in some states, this is where the problem comes in. In some states, the electors don't have to vote based off of the people. They can vote off of whatever they want, like their personal beliefs, stuff like that. So that's where the controversy lies. But that's the root of it. So the root is the states that let their governors or their electors choose who they want. But this is another problem, or this is the effect of a problem. And so the presidential candidate can win the popular vote. So for example, this year, Hillary Clinton actually won the popular vote, but Donald Trump won the electoral votes. And so that's where the controversy mainly comes in. And so if we had whoever won the popular vote also won the electoral votes, this system would still work for us. And so it would still work. But now, since some people have changed their thinkings and just we've evolved as people, that now it doesn't quite fit our needs, and so it produces the results then give you improper results based off of what the people wanted. But what the electors wanted is completely shown. So like this year, Donald Trump won the presidential race, but Hillary Clinton, and he won the electoral vote, but he actually lost by, I think, like 2.8 million or something like that in the popular vote. And so where I stand on all of this is it was definitely useful in the past. Like, people, and it normally would still work today, but just stuff has changed, and now I think we just need like a reform or something like that. And so, it a lot of the times nowadays it makes people feel powerless, and so they go into the polls and they're like, well, does it really matter if I vote for the president because so and so are electors choosing for me? So really, especially in those states where it's not the law that they have to choose specifically what their people wanted. So that's what I think. Feel free to state what you believe in the comments below, and thanks for watching Government and American History with Brandon Newman.